What's up? I'm Father Josh Johnson, and this is Ascension Presents. So, I always talk about the Bible. I love the Bible. The Bible is God's letter to us, and oftentimes I'll preach about this. And recently, one of my parishioners came up to me and said, Father, it's really cool that you keep telling us that we need to pray with the scriptures, but how? And I thought about it and I said, that's so true. I never even tried to teach you how to pray with the scriptures. I remember my first time opening up the Bible. One of my friends was going through something, and I didn't really know God at this time in my life, and so I ran to my mom's room, picked up the Bible, and opened up to the index, and I read Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, and I said, well, this doesn't make any sense because I didn't know what to do with it. And so sometimes it's the same way for most of us. We get the Bible and we're like, okay, where do I even open it up to? So I'm gonna teach you a form of prayer. It's this really old school form of prayer that is pretty epic, and it's called Lectio Divina. That means divine reading. And there's 4 parts to the Lectio, but there's 5 parts depending on who you're talking to. I'm gonna give you 5. So the first part is reading. You pick something from the scriptures. I typically say start with the Gospels. So you pick something from the Gospels and you read, what does it say in and of itself? What does the scripture say? And then after you read it, you find something that sticks out to you and you begin to meditate on it, which basically means, what is this scripture saying to me right now? What is it speaking to my heart? And after you meditate, the next step is pray. And St. Teresa of Avila says prayer is simply a conversation with God. So we speak to God about what we read and what we meditated on. We intercede, we ask God for grace to begin to live out maybe what it is. We say we're sorry to God for maybe messing up in some way, shape, or form. And then after that, the next step is contemplation. This step is a pure gift from God to us. It's called grace. We can't make it happen. We simply spend time looking at Him and letting Him look at us. And if during that time of gazing at the Lord and Him gazing at us, if He desires to give us the gift of contemplation where He takes us to like a whole nother level of prayer, He will. If not, let's just chill with Him. Just chill. Just chill with the Lord. And then after that, after we chill with the Lord, spend time with Him, we end it off by an action. All right, what kind of concrete action can I do based on my time of reading, meditating, praying, and perhaps contemplating with the Lord? So if we want to do a real quick run through, we'll do it right now so we can see how it's done. Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. It tells the story of Mary and Martha, right? Jesus Christ comes to visit Mary and Martha. Martha says to Jesus, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her to help me. The Lord said, Martha, Martha, you're anxious and troubled about many things. One thing is needful. Mary has chosen the better portion, which shall not be taken away from her. So what does it say? It says that Jesus told Martha, like, yo, calm down, just chill. Mary has the better part. And then Martha's like, okay. All right, so that's what it says. We read it. But when I meditate on it, I'm like, all right, I'm praying, I'm meditating now. What is it saying to me? It's saying to me that Mary chose the better part because she went to Jesus first. And because she went to Him first, she knew that He wanted her to rest during that season of her life. Whereas Martha never went to Him first. She started serving first without going to God. So that's saying to me that I'm not supposed to do things without first praying, without first sitting at the feet of the Lord and Him telling me what He wants me to do. And then after I meditate on that, I pray and I say, God, right, thank you for the times in which I was able to come to you first. But I'm sorry. I apologize for the times that I didn't. So please give me the grace to be more faithful to running to you first before I make actions. After this, I sit with the Lord. I let Him look at me. I look at Him. If contemplation happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's cool. And I finally end it with an action based off my prayer experience with the Lord today in the scriptures. What action am I going to make? Well, tomorrow, before I do anything, I'm going to drop to my knees and I'm going to pray and spend time with God and ask Him to guide me and direct me in my day, that I may do His will and not my own. And that is Lectio Divina made simple by your man, Father Josh. I hope it helps you in your relationship with the Lord and in your walk towards eternity.